Okay, perfect. Yes, a win is definitely a win. A win is definitely a win. 31 pounds is amazing. Congratulations. And your 8 days post-op. Yes, girl. Yes. I'm just sitting here munching on just a random bowl. This is the thing. After weight loss surgery, you know, a lot of us are so happy to finally eat solids again. But I find that I'm just kind of overeating. It's weird to have to continuously think about, you know, what you're eating, when you're eating, tracking everything, the protein, all that stuff. I get really lazy when it comes to my meals, and I just like make up whatever and just put whatever in a bowl. So this is chicken breast, like a bag of chicken breast that's already cooked. I just popped it in a microwave. And there is some pico de gallo, some hot salsa, and some spicy guacamole that everything was pre-packaged and pre-made. I literally just heated it up, put it together. And I'm gonna eat it. And it's not the most like good looking, but thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. And make sure you follow my business page when I come out with the weight loss surgery journals. This will be the page that has all of the tea. So make sure you follow it while you're here. What's up, Nate? Nate, are you guys not doing berry gang anymore? And if it's like a messy situation, you ain't gotta let me know. But I just noticed, I was like, where are all the creators? And like, I'm looking, it made me follow a lot of them people. Then I went back to follow people, and then everything was gone. And I'm like, oh, what happened? But you do not have to tell me if it's like messy. Oh, I just realized I can make the comments bigger so that I don't have to. I already wear glasses and squinting hurts. So as far as feeling hungry, most likely it's head hunger, especially that early on. Like, head hunger is seriously a thing. And so most of the time when you finally do eat because you think you're hungry, you immediately realize you're not actually hungry. And that's really just all in your head. It takes a minute to really adjust and get used to eating again and figuring out your hunger cues. And it takes a lot. There's like a lot of adjustment when you're fresh out of weight loss surgery. Oh, hey, YouTube Live. There's somebody in here. You can drop questions in here as well. I'm just on both TikTok and YouTube Live, streaming at the same time, trying to give the people what they need, which is support. And I didn't even look up to see that there was someone there. So if you have a question, go ahead and drop it. 1 week post-op, just called my doctor. I look sick and feel like I need fluids. Yes, Crystal. So one thing for sure, dehydration is a thing right after weight loss surgery, especially if you're having a hard time getting your hydration in and all that stuff. It's better safe than sorry. So if you're feeling a little low, a little dehydrated, call your doctor, slide into your ER or urgent care, whatever the case may be, have them check your labs, have them give you a bag of IV fluids. It's better safe than sorry. Yeah, Sierra, when I like that first getting over that head hunger, especially in the beginning, I feel like it's like you have a phantom limb there. Like they took out or they just rerouted your organs, whatever surgery you ended up having. And some of those old cues are still there. So it takes a good minute to like adjust. Now, I don't feel like I suffer from head hunger anymore. Boredom eating is my thing, being a year post. Hey, Laura. Thanks, y'all, for joining the live. Drop any questions you have. Weight loss surgery, fitness, mental health, whatever questions you got. That boredom eating, it's always been a problem for me. Overeating and boredom eating has always been a problem for me on my weight loss journeys. And so I don't do too much emotional eating anymore. I really have been healing my relationship with food and got a hang on emotionally eating, because I used to eat no matter what the emotion was. It wasn't just sad or anger. It was any type of emotion, I'm eating. We celebrating with food. That is no longer the case, but I do still suffer from boredom eating, not so much when I'm home, but when I'm at work. When I'm on my 12-hour shifts in the ER, I'm still like actively moving around, burning calories and stuff. And I work overnight. It be dead overnight. And so I just be like wanting to eat something. And then the ER and healthcare in general is not a healthy place. It's really not a healthy place as far as food. Somebody's always bringing something. We have two candy drawers. There's always chips around. There's always drinks around. Like, there's always something around. Somebody's always like, who wants to eat? Who wants to order Chipotle? Who wants to order this? Who wants to order that? Somebody's always bringing in donuts. Patients be bringing in donuts and candy, and, just to say thank you. And so the temptation is insane when you work in healthcare. And sometimes that boredom eating gets the best of me. So I definitely had to make sure that I keep snacks with me in my house that I can pretty much grab and go. That's why I still eat like the protein chips, the protein snack, all of the Quest stuff. If y'all watch my snack haul, I bought all of that stuff so that I am prepared, so that I can take that stuff with me, so that if I'm feeling snacky, I'm going to give into it, because if I restrict myself, it's going to become a bigger problem. So I give into it, but I give into it with macro-friendly versions of my own snacks. So the protein chips, the protein sweets, the protein candies, the no sugar candies, like that's what helps me after weight loss surgery. Hey, honey, your 1 week post-op. Hey, fit dad. Your 9 weeks post-op. Felt hungry all day yesterday. Here's the thing, like with weight loss surgery, I find that you really have to just figure out your hunger cues, and not every day is the same. Even a year out, for me, not every day is the same. Some days I will wake up extremely hungry. Some days I'm not hungry at all in the morning and I don't eat till 12. Some days, even when I do eat, I'm really not that hungry when I'm eating. And for the rest of the day, it's like that. Like, I'm barely eating. I just make sure I'm getting my protein in. I try to get my fiber in. I try to get my water in. But those days, I don't want to intake anything because my body is just telling me that I'm not hungry. Or I might have a day and I am famished. I am so, so, so hungry. And hold on. Close. Okay. And yeah, and I'm so, 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 so hungry. And then I'm like, when for us girls, when it comes to different times of the month, like when it's leading up to that time, I am like famished. I am so hungry, and I'm like craving everything. And so it really does come in waves. You've been trying to get surgery, but you have a wound on your foot. Yes, I'll be praying for you. I hope that heals soon, because yeah, you definitely want to make sure that you are in the correct shape, Priscilla, for surgery. So hoping that heals soon for you. Gas pain really is no joke. And I know you're a week out. Like, gas pain for me lasted a good month. Like that initial pain of gas pain lasted a good strong month for me. And sometimes I still deal with it. Like yesterday, I don't know what I ate yesterday. It made me super gassy. It could have been the mango, or it could have been the fact that I got 55 grams of fiber in. but I was extremely gassy. How do you organize your pills? You're talking about my vitamins, like all of the different vitamins I take. I just break it up with my 3 meals a day. I don't really put too much thought into it. So I know for sure my calcium and my multivitamin, I try to separate out by 2 hours. Like I don't take those together. I remember for sure my registered dietitian had told me that I would want to separate those because you want to make sure that the body is fully absorbing those vitamins. So I'll just do it breakfast, lunch, dinner. But all of the little other vitamins that I take with it, I just split it up because I take a whole bunch of stuff. So I just split it up evenly and take it. Period. Our cycle does not care about what is going on in our little stomach. It is worried about what's going on there in its own organ, and that's it. It don't care about them other organs. It don't care that your stomach is smaller. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with them. Thanks for the follow, Jay Honey. What other questions y'all got today? Hey, Titan. Titan, I found a different ramen. I don't know if you saw my ramen video on my TikTok, but I found a different ramen. Somebody, Chris, he told me about it from Whole Foods. So when we went to Whole Foods the other day, I found that ramen. I still haven't tried the one that you suggested to me. It's in my pantry, but I ended up finding this ramen, so I can't wait to compare the two. But as far as the macros, I feel like the other one is less, the one that you suggested is less calories, but the other one has more protein and fiber. I can't 100% remember off of the top of my head. But I feel like they're both great options. And so it just depends on what are you feeling like for today. But I found that from the one that I made the video on. I found it in Whole Foods, and then I just looked on Amazon, and it's on Amazon as well. I have it, of course, in my little Amazon store under food and nutrition. Ooh, roasted chicken. I need to go to Costco and buy a buy a whole chicken that's already cooked, some rotisserie chicken. Yeah, it's in the what aisle was that? It's in the like international aisle, like where they have the Asian stuff, the Asian sauces and all that stuff. It's not in like the cup of noodle aisle. Yeah. It's like in the Asian-y area. Hey, y'all on YouTube. If you have any questions about weight loss surgery, go ahead and drop it in the chat and I will answer them. I just be making up shit. And I think that's the advantage of the noodles you suggested, because it doesn't come with a packet. You can pretty much season it the way that you want to season it. The other one, it does, the packet comes separate, but it kind of like not forces you, but since the packet is there, it kind of makes you want to use the packet. But those packets be filled with sodium. Period. Make sure y'all liking the live. TikTok is acting stupid with me today. Flagging my videos for unoriginal content. Not pushing my videos out. Not pushing the live out. This is just some random junk. It's chicken breasts that's already cooked, like the frozen bags of chicken breasts. Salsa, hot salsa. No, pico de gallo, hot salsa, and guacamole. Sometimes I just throw random things together in a bowl when I'm not really trying to put too much thought into my meals, but I want to make sure I'm staying on track. It's the way to do it. Just have some like go-to pre-packaged things, and that's it. Just pop this chicken in the microwave and like threw all the stuff in the bowl with it. And I'm having a not so hungry day today too. If y'all got any questions, go ahead and drop it in chat. I'm gonna be on live for a while probably today. Just building up my website that I've been meaning to do for weeks now. Yay! Congratulations. Which procedure are you having tomorrow? This is definitely an exciting time. And just know it's okay to feel how you're feeling. The nerves, the excitement, all of that stuff. But you're literally about to change your life. Literally. My best advice to you, getting weight loss surgery, is not to sit on that scale and like focus on that scale and drive yourself crazy over the scale. Stalls are going to happen. Stalls are part of the journey. It's going to happen. There's really not much you can do to break a stall. There are little tips and tricks, but at the end of the day, it's going to break when it's ready to break. Definitely start healing your relationship with food. Definitely start adding some fitness in your life. You don't have to jump on the gym, but, you know, just add different ways to get movement in your life. But enjoy this time. Enjoy this time. Being a year post-op, I wish I would have enjoyed the journey more. Yes, Sierra, I feel like early on in my journey, maybe about 4 or 5 months post-op when I was back to solids, I was just tired of eating, tired of tracking, just tired of it. And I wasn't hungry. And I just had to like force myself, like you said, to at least hit my minimums. And some days I still have those days. No, because I don't eat vegan like that, Titan. I used to, like back in the day, I used to be, you know, plant-based or whatever. But no, I don't know, but there should be a lot because Washington is a very clean state. Oh, as a matter of fact, the juice bar I go to in downtown Olympia, it's called Stellar Juices. They're actually vegan. Yeah, they're actually plant-based. That's probably the only spot I go to. I get my juices from there when I want some fresh juice. And then they have some food, they have soups. They actually just released their spring menu. I need to go check them out. How long were you out of work after sleeve and surgery? I took a month off after I had my weight loss surgery. And here's a thing that you need to consider when you're trying to gauge how much time you need to take off, because you have to think about the money as well, but you also have to think about your recovery and possible complications. So I worked in an ER. I still do. I'm an ER tech, and there are no light duty positions for me. I do my job or I don't do my job. So that's something I had to take into consideration. With me doing my job, that means I'm on my feet for 12 hours. If somebody comes in with a cardiac arrest, I'm doing compressions. Excuse me. Those bariatric burps just hit you out of nowhere. You know, a stroke case, somebody falls, like there's a lot of picking up, putting down core work that I had to take into consideration. And I'm a full-time worker, so that means I get PTO, but that also means I qualify for short-term disability and FMLA. So I didn't have to worry about losing my job. FMLA covered that. And then with the short-term disability, I was still able to collect a check. I got 60% of my base pay, but for this specific hospital, they allowed you to pay into your short-term disability every month, like a couple of dollars every month. So that's what I did. So I ended up getting 80% of my base pay instead of 60% of my base pay. So my short-term disability plus my PTO, I was still able to collect checks for me to be off for a month. My husband pays all the bills though anyway, so it really didn't matter. Like anything that I do for work is just our extra spending money. So yeah, so that led me to the decision to take a month off because my surgical clinic recommended to us that we take 2 weeks off of work. And then depending on what type of job you do, will extend that, possibly make that 2 weeks shorter. Like if you work from home and you're just pretty much rolling out of bed, then they said that you can go back to work in a week. But it really just depends on how strenuous your job was. So I personally took a month off, and I'm glad I did, because even when I went back to work, I was having like dizzy spells. I never got dehydrated, but I was having those moments. It's like an aura that comes over you. So I was having those moments where I had to sit my behind down. And my nurses, they all knew what it was. Everybody knew I was in a great place to do that. If I was going to pass out, I was in the ER. I had to stay on top of my fluids during that time. But yeah, it was definitely an adjustment period when I did go back to work. So just think about those things when you're thinking about taking time off of work. Like, are you able to financially do it to take the time that you need? What type of work do you do? And also you do need to take into consideration any risk or complications that may pull up. Like you might decide, oh, I only want to take off 2 weeks, but God forbid a complication does arise, or you're having trouble with regulating your blood sugar, you're having trouble regulating your electrolytes, and you're getting dehydrated, you need a blood transfusion, like whatever the case may be that pops up, you need to take into consideration what may happen as well when you're taking off time from work. Hi, Jessica. I'm on both TikTok and YouTube live, so forgive me if I'm like not getting to your question yet. But you're having VSG tomorrow. Any helpful advice? Yeah, Jessica, I'm in Olympia, Washington. But advice if you're pretty much getting weight loss surgery, like I said a little bit earlier, enjoy the moment. Don't focus on the scale so much. Just focus on trying to get to your hydration and protein minimums, but enjoy the moment and start thinking about the long-term success that you want to have. Because if you have to do the food stages, like I had to do the food stages as far as liquids, purees, soft foods, and then solid foods, all of that stuff is a very short window in time based off of the rest of your life. Eventually, you will get to solid foods. Eventually, you will be able to tolerate more food. Eventually, you will be able to eat more food in a setting. So you want to make sure that you're focusing on life beyond these first couple of weeks, couple of months after weight loss surgery. You're struggling with your water intake. I had surgery last week, very dehydrated. So something that helped me as far as getting my water in, I set alarms, especially that very early on your week post-op. I had to set alarms every hour on the hour. And if that means you need to set alarms every 30 minutes, every 15 minutes, just to take a couple of fluid ounces at a time, do that. I can't stand the taste of regular water, plain water anymore. It's just my taste buds have changed when it comes to plain water. So I have to rely on things like Mio, Crystal Light, or water infusions like Titan said. Like I do, especially now that it's spring, about to be summer, early fall. Like this season is when I'm doing more water infusions instead of Mio and Crystal Light. Plus you get some of the nutrients coming from the fruits and vegetables that you're using to infuse your water. So I'll do like mint, cucumber, lemon, ginger. I'll do mint and watermelon, orange, grapefruit, lemon. Like different types of water infusions to just get rid of that plain taste. What else? I work out, and I work out early, because when I do work out early, when I work out, one, I'm thirsty, so I'm drinking a lot of water. But when I'm working out early, it sets the tone for the rest of the day. I'm able to drink more water. What else? Getting different water bottles. Like, I have a million, I'm just a water bottle girly. So I have 1,000,001 different size water bottles. I have a 64 ounce that I take to the gym with me. This is a 40 ounce. I have a 24 ounce. And it's kind of like simple math. I've already made it through one of these for the day. So I got 40 ounces in. This is my second one. It'll be 80 ounces. I know as long as I at least finish my water bottle, I have gotten to at least my minimum of 64 ounces of water. So try those different things and see if that works for you. How often do I drink diet soda, diet carbonated drinks, sparkling water? It really just depends. Like, honestly, as far as soda, I really don't drink a lot of soda. Diet soda. I don't drink anything that has calories in it, first of all, unless it's alcohol. Then I'm actively making a choice to have alcohol. But for my day-to-day, the things that I'm sipping, it's all sugar-free, all diet, stuff like that. So when it comes to diet soda specifically, that might be once a week. That might be once every other week. It's really honestly only when I'm craving it, and I won't buy a whole 2 liter. I'll just buy like a small personal size one and keep it moving. Most of the time when I'm drinking carbonation, it's sparkling water or it's sugar-free kombucha. And that might be every day. Like, if I'm going to the store, I'll buy like a whole bunch of bottles. I'll let that run its course, and then I might not buy it again for another 2-3 weeks. I really just go based off of what I'm craving in the moment. And I was able to drink carbonated drinks at 2 months post-op, because I know somebody's going to ask that. I haven't seen too much as far as this, like, dental problems after weight loss surgery. Like, I feel like certain things are put out into the atmosphere. It might happen to 1 or 2 people, and then, like, it's such an extreme thing that it gets spread. Now, that's not to say that maybe this isn't a thing, like a major thing, but I personally have not come across too many people sharing it. And that's the thing. Maybe people are not sharing it because it could be like, an embarrassing thing that someone doesn't want to talk about. All I know is just stay on top of your vitamins and stay on top of getting your blood work done so that you know what your body is doing internally, and stay on top of going to the dentist twice a year. You get a free cleaning per your dental insurance twice a year. They should be able to tell you if something's going on with your teeth, which will then should trigger you. Let me go to my doctor to see what my blood work is looking like, which should then also trigger you. Let me evaluate and hold myself accountable. Am I taking my vitamins? Am I getting my nutrients in from food? Get what I'm putting down? It's hard for you to keep down the protein shakes. So switch it up. We definitely focus on protein shakes to get our protein in. And of course, obvious, like, that's the best way to do it. But there are so many different things that you can intake that has protein in it. So if the protein shakes, specifically milk-based type of protein shakes, is not working for you, try the water-based ones. They do have the pre-packaged water protein stuff. I don't like it. I think it tastes chalky, so I don't drink that stuff. But then they also have the powder form that you can mix with water, and now you're getting a 2-for-1. You're getting your water in and you're getting your protein in. So that's what I did a lot of when I was tired of like milky based protein shakes. You can also add collagen into it to get more protein in. You can also do things like bone broth, the one that I buy from Costco, but pretty much anywhere that has bone broth, not like just chicken broth. Bone broth has 9 grams of protein, 10 grams of protein per serving. So you can try things like that. What else? You can do like Greek yogurt smoothies. I like the one from Too Good that has protein in it. So you can switch things up. You don't have to feel like you always have to do the protein shakes to get your protein in. I had several stalls early on. I had stalls at the 2 week mark, at the 1 month mark, at the 3 month mark, and then pretty much every month after that. If you're on YouTube, I do have a video already up there talking about stalls. I give y'all all my best tips. But at the end of the day, stalls are a normal thing. Everyone goes through it. I don't think there has been not one person that shares their journey that hasn't been through a stall. So it's a normal part of the process. There are little things that you can do, like upping your water intake, making sure that you're not constipated and that you're regular, upping your protein, sometimes upping your carbs, upping your fiber, upping your fat, working out more. Some things can help. Also, taking away some things can help you break a stall. But at the end of the day, the stall is going to break when the stall wants to break. And per my clinic, they did not consider us in a true stall until one of these four things moved. So they said, stop relying on the scale. If you're using the scale to track your weight loss, you're already failing at your weight loss journey. Stop using the scale. Stop just using the scale. Measure yourself. Measure your neck, your arms, your chest, your waist, your thighs, your calves, your all of that stuff. I do that once a month. Pay attention to your clothing sizes, and also pay attention to your before and after pictures and videos. If one of those four things were moving and it's not stopped in the last 2 weeks to a month, then technically we weren't in a stall. So technically, I have never actually been in a stall. Sometimes the scale doesn't move. Sometimes the scale goes up. But when I compare it to other things that I'm doing to track my weight loss, I technically have never been in a stall. So that helps me like stop being so obsessed with the scale, if you want to think about it in that way. So as far as working out after weight loss surgery, I wasn't cleared to work out until 4 weeks post-op. I wasn't cleared to do cardio, and I wasn't cleared to do weight training until 6 weeks post-op. But my doctor did say from the moment I woke up from my surgery to walk, to keep walking. So that's what I did. I set an alarm just like everything else, my vitamins, my water, my protein. I set an alarm to get 10 minutes of walking in every day. I have a walking pad. So that's what I did. I would just get up, walk for 10 minutes very slowly. And that's what I did for an hour every day until I was approved to actually work out. I'm getting close to eating puree. The puree diet was like the worst diet for me personally. I hated that 2 week puree diet stage. I really just didn't know what to eat. So I pretty much like would go back to liquids. 6 months out, would it be too early to try a Jamaican beef patty? You trying to eat a beef patty already, child? I can't tell you when something is too early to eat something. Like that's going to be based off of you. When you're approved to do solid foods is when you need to start trying different things. I wouldn't try different things at the same time, because if it gives you a negative reaction and you just tried this for the first time and this for the first time and this for the first time all in the same day, then you won't know what gave you a negative reaction, like dumping syndrome or gas pain, something like that. But I can't tell y'all what to eat. I don't get up on here and tell y'all what to eat, when y'all should eat it. Nothing like that. So if you're approved for solid foods and your surgeon say you're approved to eat solids, then try whatever it is that you want to try. Oh, that's not talked about enough. User 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That dry mouth feeling. It's crazy how you're drinking liquids all day, yet you end up like with that dry cotton mouth. I experienced that a lot, both pre and post-op, doing the liquid diet, because my liquid diet technically was 4 weeks for pre and post. Combined it. And yes, my mouth was just so dry, and I could not understand why. I bought this thing. It's under, if you go to my Amazon store under weight loss surgery must-haves, there's this like oral rinse, and it's for dry mouth. I forget the name of the brand, but it's in there. And that did help. It like coated my tongue so that I wouldn't have that dry mouth, because sometimes when your tongue is so dry, it feels like you got like little cuts in your tongue. So yeah, I did not like that feeling. Thanks for the gifts, Charlie. Hey, my day is going well. My day is going well so far. How's your day going? Yes, biotine. Biotine is what the name of that mouthwash is called. I haven't ate bread, rice, pasta, only meats, vegetables, and I'm starting to feel low energy. Are you how far out are you? I think somebody also asked you in the comments. How far out? Um, you're 6 months. Oh yeah, yeah, duh. You literally just said that. 6 months post op, and you're clear to eat solids, right? Why are you only just eating meats and vegetables? About 6 months is about the time where you could possibly be able to tolerate more things. That's probably why you're suffering from low energy, because you're not getting, if it's just meats and vegetables, it sounds like you're not getting any carbs in. Carbs is what's going to give you the energy. A lot of people on this weight loss surgery journey makes you feel like you have to stay away from carbs, and like that's no, you don't. I specifically eat low carb options like low carb bread, low carb pasta, low carb wraps, because they're packed with fiber, and that's what helps me stay regular. But it also gives me energy, especially with me working out and working out as much as I do. I'm going running. Every time I run, I'm running 3 miles. I'm weight training, stuff like that. I need that energy. So it's time to start slowly adding carbs back into your life if all you're dependent on is meats and vegetables. Oh, that was such an old video, the Greek yogurt and jello hack. But I love it because it's so filling. And I was doing that Greek yogurt, low calorie Greek yogurt and sugar free jello. I've been doing that for years, but I was really doing that during my pre op liquid diet, because you still have your normal stomach, and I wasn't allowed to eat solids, but I was allowed to have yogurt, jello, pudding, stuff like that. So when I felt like I needed a meal, I would do that. I would do my Greek yogurt with jello, mix that in a bowl. A1. A1. Bread stick to you like a brick. Yeah. Yeah, there's certain types of bread, certain types of just items that, like rice, that's why I stay away from rice. My body is able to tolerate rice just fine. It doesn't give me any discomfort, but I don't like the way it sits on my stomach. So I really don't do a lot of rice. I might have rice literally like 3 or 4 times a month. But yeah, yeah. The carbs that I tend to eat, like pretty much on like a weekly basis, I do low carb, like keto type of bread, keto type of wraps, keto type of bagels, keto type of muffins. That's what's all in my pantry right now. I have low carb pasta I eat. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much as far as the carbs that I eat. Cause like I said, I stay away from rice. I I don't really do mashed potatoes like that. I might have like 1 or 2 bites if I'm making it for the family, but making it for me, I don't really eat. I really don't eat oatmeal like that. I was on an oatmeal kick for a while. I stopped. Um, Maybe my protein snacks that I buy, like, like the Quest stuff, like that's obviously carby. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the carbs that I eat. What's my favorite snacks? My favorite snacks. So right now, like here's the thing with me. Like I get on a kick and then I'm off of it real quick. So for a very long time, I was not fooling with like the Quest stuff, the Quest chips, the protein chips, all of that stuff. Now I'm kind of back on that kick. But day to day, I just make up random things. Like I'm actually about to post a video because I had a snack earlier today where I took 2 protein waffles and put some PB2 on it and some fruit and called that a snack. So yeah, yeah. Like really whatever I can put together is a snack for me. The low carb pasta that I use, give me 1 second, I'll show y'all. So here is the pasta that I use. It is from a brand called Carbe Diem. Take a screenshot. It's called Carbe Diem. I bought it from their website. I wish I had a discount code for y'all because I don't, but I don't because I don't work with them. But if you go on YouTube, like people, this is my little cheat code on how I save money. I go to YouTube, I go to Google, I go to TikTok, I put in the brand and I put discount code and I look for influencers who has a discount code so I can save some money. So I'm pretty sure that's how I found this brand. I was watching YouTube and somebody featured this and I used their discount code. But I bought it specifically from their website. It's protein pasta. And if you compare it to other protein pastas that they serve in the store, the macros on this is so much better because it has it's 40 carbs, but it has 24 grams of fiber in it. Whereas those other ones will just have the carbs and that's it. Really won't give you the fiber benefit. So that makes that what, 16 net carbs per serving? And then it has 8 grams of protein. So this is a pasta that I like to use. And now I feed it to my family because it's fiber packed. And they have different noodle shapes. Like they have this one, they have penne, they have linguine, they have elbows, and they have spaghetti. It's a small business, so they're launching different noodle shapes as they grow. But that is the low carb pasta that I use. It tastes like regular pasta. It cooks like regular pasta. That's the only pasta I eat now. I'm like, that's it. Yes, thank you so much for watching my journey and supporting the content, Cupcake Berry. This is a ramen that I just found from Whole Foods, and they also have it on Amazon. And for this packet, it's 310 calories. It has 15 grams of fat, 23 grams of carbs, but 18 grams of fiber, and then 22 grams of protein. So if you go to my TikTok, then you'll see I just made a high protein ramen recipe. So if you want to eat ramen again and you're like, oh my God, I can't because it's not macro friendly. Here you go. Don't say I didn't do something for you. I'm putting y'all on. This is a great macro friendly ramen that you can have. And then I threw like an egg, I threw shrimp in there. So I ended up making it like 40 grams of protein. But you know, when you're feeling like I want to eat regular or normal stuff, but I still wanted to meet my weight loss goals or how I'm eating now, this is how I do it. Like I just find different options that will help me out and that will get me where I want to go. So that's what works for me. Let me get caught up on the comments because y'all know I sit here and ramble when I get on a tangent. What carbs do you recommend on a daily basis or once in a while? So I know I just listed out all of the carbs that I eat. Here's the thing. I still kind of track my food. So I eat carbs every single day because I suffer from constipation after weight loss surgery so bad. And if I don't hit a minimum of 35 grams of fiber, I'm going to wake up the very next day and be constipated. So I eat carbs every day and I eat low carb options every day because it gives me the fiber. So I might switch up what I'm eating. Like I'm not going to have pasta every day, but I'll make a meal that has pasta. And maybe later on in the week, I'll have a meal that has pasta, or I'll have some toast with my breakfast and have that. Or maybe one day I do want ramen. I'm having that. It has fiber in it. Maybe I want a bagel. Maybe I want a muffin. Like that's how I'm switching it up. But yeah. You have a mass of fluid in your stomach since surgery and it hurts. What has your surgeon said about it? Like, will it just go away or what's the tea with that? Ooh, Charlie, the whole chewing slowly thing. I am naturally a fast eater. I still struggle with this. So some things that helps me to chew slower is it's what is it called? Mind body connection. They say this a lot when you're like weight training, but you can literally use this for everything. So you have to actively think, especially if you are a natural fast eater, you have to actively think about slowing down. You have to actively think about it. And so what I like to do is I literally will eat and put the fork down. Like, we tend to eat and still hold on to it. Put the fork down, put it down, kind of like back away from the plate. If you have to do that every single bite, then do that. But I literally will eat and put the fork down between every single bite. And that will force me to think about what it is that I'm chewing and how much I'm chewing it for. Then I will have another bite, and I will keep doing that until I'm full or until the plate is finished. I'm pretty much good with making as much as I can eat, so my plates normally are finished. But yeah, those are my best tips because I'm a fast eater, and sometimes I still will just and not even think about it, especially if I'm scrolling. So that's another thing. Like, don't eat and watch TV. Don't eat and scroll on your phone. Like, actively look and pay attention to what it is that you're doing, because these things will just make you go, doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. You know what I mean? You made PB2, so 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 1 egg, 4 egg whites, vanilla. Ooh, that sounds good. Do you eat waffles and pancakes? If so, what brand? So sometimes I'll do the pre-packaged stuff. So I just had some earlier today. What was that brand? Kodiak has the pre-made waffles, so I'll have that when I just want to grab and go. Premier Protein has pancakes that are also in the freezer. I'll grab and go. But if I'm actually like making it, then I do the birch benders. 1 second. I think I'm out. Oh no, it's right here. Y'all gonna make me end up bringing my whole pantry to y'all. But this is the brand right here that I use for my pancakes. Take a screenshot of it. You can literally find this everywhere. Walmart, Target, your regular grocery stores. I get the keto one. I don't buy the because I think they have a protein mix one. But I think the macros on the protein mix is not as good as the macros on the keto mix. And I pay attention to the food label. So not only does this have 6 grams of protein, but it has 9 grams of fiber. So I get the keto, carb-friendly birch blenders. I like this one. And for more protein, pro tip, for more protein, instead of mixing it with water or regular milk, I'll mix it with a protein shake. So I'll use a vanilla protein shake, mix it in. There you go. You have a couple of more grams of protein. Me screenshotting everything and I haven't had surgery yet. But here's the thing, like, it's good to incorporate those things now. Cause like I said, as you work your way through the food stages are just one small part of this journey. And you're going to go back to solid foods and eat regular later on. And that's going to be for the rest of your life. So if you are in the pre-surgery stages, think about what you can do now to sustain your lifestyle later. So start looking in your pantry and seeing what can I swap out that's a little more protein friendly, macro friendly, fiber friendly, low carb friendly. See what you can switch out now. Instead of when you go grocery shopping, buying regular pasta, buy the pasta that I suggested. Instead of buying Aunt Jemima pancake mix, buy this one. You know, like you can start doing those things now and getting everybody in your house used to buying to eating those things, because I don't know, I'd rather eat this stuff and get the nutritional benefits from it. And then even with fitness, like I said, like you don't have to go hard in the gym, but as you're gearing up for your surgery, think about ways you can incorporate fitness in your journey now. Go for a walk every night. Wake up and go for a walk. Like just little things like that. What about hot sauce or any sauce? I love sriracha sauce. Want to find a keto one. Um, the sriracha sauces don't got no carbs in them. Not that I paid attention to. As far as hot sauce, you might just want to be careful with spicy foods. I know some people can't really do the spicy after weight loss surgery, or your surgeon might advise you to kind of avoid spicy foods for a while. I can't recall if they told me specifically to avoid it, but I didn't want to irritate my stomach. So I know I did avoid hot sauce and spicy foods until like 6 months post-op. The hot sauce I eat is Tabasco. Like I love Tabasco. That's what I eat now. It doesn't bother me. Spicy foods in general doesn't bother me. So yeah. Any foods that I avoid altogether? That's a good question. No. Because I've actively worked on healing my relationship with food, I no longer look at any food item good or bad. So a lot of weight loss surgery creators might tell you, don't ever eat this again, don't ever eat that again. Shoot, your surgeon might tell you to avoid this for the rest of your life. At the end of the day, I have to live my life. And I went into my weight loss surgery journey knowing I was never cutting out anything. So this journey has allowed me to enjoy certain things and me not obsess over it or binge over it. So if I want a normal cookie, even though I eat Quest and, macro friendly stuff, I'm gonna have a normal cookie. I'm gonna have a normal chip. I'm gonna have fast food. I'm gonna have fried food. I drink alcohol. Like I have those things in moderation, but majority of the time, if I'm gonna have those things, then I'm gonna have a macro friendly part of it. So there has been nothing, nothing that I avoid altogether. And if it is, it's because it actively irritates my stomach. So for me, what actively irritates my stomach right now is raw vegetables. So I can't have a lot of salads. I can't just eat like cucumbers and peppers, which I love doing because it gives me incredible, uncomfortable gas pain. So that's what I avoid, which sucks to say, like you're avoiding something healthy. But yeah, there's nothing that I've cut out from my diet. There's some things that I will limit. There are some things that I will skip out on, but it's not saying that I'm just totally like forever cutting it out. No. Cold food doesn't bother me. Cold, if my food ends up getting cold as I'm eating slowly, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. I'll just pop it right back in the damn microwave. Right, Jay. Like I'm able to eat whatever I want and all of the same things that I've used to been able to eat. I just do it in moderation now, and I've healed my relationship with food so much, and it's still a work in progress, but I've healed it so much that I don't have to have a negative outlook on certain things, and I can enjoy certain things and not be like, oh, I have to overly restrict myself now and I have to overly do this and overly do that now. Like I don't have to go, oh, I had a small piece of cake and now I have to go run 3 miles tonight before I go to bed. Like I don't have to do those things. I can have it. I know it's not going to affect the scale. It's not that serious. I used to think, oh, if I smell that piece of cake, I'm going to gain weight. Like, just like these toxic views that I'm just joking on, but I'm not really just joking. I was dead ass serious. Your nutritionist doesn't like that you eat bacon. Like, you know, and these people, the people who are taking care of us, they still have their own biases, right? Like they still have their own way of how they think people should move after weight loss surgery. And like, here's the thing. I'm a grown adult. I understand the risk. I understand what you're telling me, the information you're giving to me. At the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And if it's not hurting me and it's not making me gain weight, then I'm gonna consume it. Like, it is what it is. Like, I've always done all of my content, all of my pages, whether it's my YouTube, my TikTok, or my Instagram, it's always been my accountability. And yes, I have a lot of followers just because people like the way I give the information and how transparent I am. But this is still just my accountability, my journal pages. And so I'm just showing y'all what it is that I'm doing and what works for me and what real life looks like, because a lot of people get on these apps and lie to y'all and act like they're not doing this, and they are. And still, I don't even still show everything, but this is just my real life. And after weight loss surgery, I hold myself accountable. I never used to do that before, and I always used to have a victim mindset with my weight, and knowing damn well I was binge eating or whatever like that. But now I hold myself accountable. So I know, okay, you're having too many snacks, or you're doing too much, or you haven't moved in a long time. Like, what are we doing here, Janae? So that also allows me to enjoy my food because I'm holding myself accountable to what it is that I'm intaking in my movement. Hey, Casey. Exactly, Jay. Like, it's crazy. I literally just posted a 10-second video of me 2 years ago. It's just like a little short, funny video. But I look at myself and I'm like, damn, girl, you was big. If you can't laugh at yourself, then like, please stop taking yourself too serious. But it's crazy that I look at myself 2 years ago and I know exactly where I was. I know exactly what I was doing. I know exactly where my mindset was. I was on, my weight loss journey has never stopped. The moment I started it 13 years ago, it has continued on until now. And so it was the beginning of the year. I knew I was on yet another weight loss journey, trying to eat healthy and all that stuff. Nothing is working for me. And so I look back and, you know, some people, they say that they feel like they're eating too much. And I'm like, compared to what I was eating, I could eat up to 1,500 calories now, 1,600 calories now. Most days I average about 12. On my lower eating days, I end up eating 800 because I'm not hungry. But I know I can eat. I know I can put it away. But before, shoot, I can't even tell you how much I was eating every day because I wasn't tracking that stuff. Because if I was tracking it, then I would have known I was eating like 5,000 calories, 6,000 calories. My plate was full and I'm going back for seconds at every single meal. So I don't trip. I don't trip off of my food decisions now. I don't trip off of the things that I eat now because I know it's not like my 287-pound life just a year ago, just a year and a half ago. I know I'm a completely different person. So if you want to overly restrict yourself, that's on you. That is on you. But me, I know I'm going to live a life of balance and moderation, plus hold myself accountable. So I'm going to be able to enjoy what I want to enjoy. You're still losing. Your surgery was 5 months ago. And you're going to continue to lose, Melissa. Shoot, I'm a year post-op and I'm still losing. I'm still losing slowly, but it's still going down. I would like to lose another 30 pounds. We'll see. I'm not pressuring myself anymore to get there, but yeah, freaking TikTok is suppressing that post. Certain things in the weight loss community, weight loss surgery community, wellness community, certain trigger words, they will suppress. And so I wish it's getting out to more people because I think it's a great topic to have to like start normalizing why people get weight loss surgery, because everybody, you know, we have this stigma. Weight loss surgery has such a stinky stigma. People think you have to be 400 and 500 pounds to get weight loss surgery, 600 pounds, 700 pounds, just because of those shows. And it's not the case. It's not the case for a lot of people who are getting surgery now. You know, you have to think about your weight, your history, your health issues, the things that was not working to help you maintain your weight loss. And so I just like to know other people's viewpoints and what their breaking point was. How am I doing mentally? I'm good. I'm okay. My husband, we're a military family, so my husband left yesterday for the next 6 months. He's in Japan now, in Tokyo now, for the next month or so. And then he'll be in the Philippines for the rest of the time. So we have 2 kids. Um, I'm pretty much a geographical single parent. And so it's hard. It's hard. I already feel overwhelmed between that and content creation and launching my first business, which that's my business page right there. If y'all want to go ahead and follow it. I'm going to be launching weight loss surgery journals soon, to help us all with the mental health part of weight loss surgery, because I think that that is the most important part, and what put us in the position to have weight loss surgery to begin with. And so the journals are on their way to me now. And so I'm going to be launching that soon, but follow the business page for now to get all of the tea and the updates. I'm going to be making content over there. So between balancing 2 content pages and, you know, being by myself and work and school, your girl is burnt out and stressed, but I'm still learning to just show up because I enjoy content creation. Do they eat? Yeah, I think all those Asian countries eat with chopsticks. I was about to say, do they eat with chopsticks in Japan? But I'm pretty sure they do. I know they did in Korea when we were in Korea. What was the pain like right after weight loss surgery? So it will vary, especially depending on what type of procedure you have. I was actually wondering about the pain for people who have the switch and people who have bypass, because I have a sleeve. So for me, I have a very high tolerance to pain. So the pain was minimum, was minimal. I had pain. I had like a burning pulling sensation from where they pull your stomach out of, that main incision. I have 5 incisions. So that main incision that they're pulling your stomach out of, that's where I had most of the pain at. That lasted about 4 days. And I pretty much got off of my pain medicine after that. What actually consumed my mind was the gas pain. I had gas pain for a month. Strong gas pain for a month after weight loss surgery, and that gas pain will move. It moved to my chest, it moved to my shoulder, it moved to my back. Like, I have a YouTube video actually describing the pain after weight loss surgery, just in case I forget anything right now, because I shot that video a few months ago, if you want to go to my channel. But yeah, the pain for me, it wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad. Really, the gas pain is what consumed me. Yes, Casey, one day at a time. Charlie, you say your liver was dying, based off of like just your eating habits and stuff. You was in pain for the 3 weeks, because the switch is when they do both the bypass and still remove your stomach, because like it's a sleeve. It's both the sleeve and the bypass, correct? Yes, that gas pain was like taking me out. It was so bad. I had to make sure I walked, and I had to make sure I was getting eating my chewable gas X. Like, I had to make sure I stayed on top of that stuff. Especially when the gas pain moves up to your chest, that pressure, it's like it makes you scared. It makes you think like, am I having a heart attack? Because, you know, the risk for blood clots for any procedure is high. And so like you know, it gets scary if you have a, what is it, pulmonary embolism, when the blood clot moves up through your heart from the vein into your lungs and stuff like that. And so like me being a healthcare professional, like that's all I was thinking about. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It didn't last too long in my chest. Like those were the few first early days, but I really felt it like in my back and in my shoulder. Like, oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. But I think I'm going to hop off of live. Thanks for joining me today. And make sure y'all check out the Barry Mel Experience. They're going to be on tonight at 8 p.m. Barry Mel Experience is where they share the bariatric experience from a male's point of view, which is so important because the bariatric journey and community is really like women, female dominated. So it's nice to hear from the guys' point of view and to support the guys and stuff. So make sure you jump on TikTok and check out the Barry Mel Experience, because I will be there in the comments and I will check y'all out on my videos. Bye, Maddie. You're a little late, but I'm going to be back on live tomorrow. So I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll end this from here. 1 second. I'll swipe. Oh, there we go. And